What's he doing? Waiting for chicken breakfast. Big ol' hog. Hello, Americans. Another friend subscribes around the world. Back here, man. Just checking on that hawk, see where he's at. Right. Let's see. He hears him. Better watch out, boys. Last night, man, I just changed. And last night, I know I used it when I put the chickens up, but my wooden flashlight is not in my front pocket where it usually is. So I've either set it down or it fell somewhere. Not good. Oh, he's still sitting there. I don't like filming from the car, but man, that's the first time we actually have clouds instead of that haze or fog or inversion, whatever the heck they're calling it. Let's see if I can get over here. Just amazing. Whoops. Kind of sucks from the car. We're headed out. We got an appointment. Look at that. There's like a line on the mountain. Over here. Just crazy. Alright, man, so I started this video this morning and we ended up running and gunning, and man, the sun has came out. Dude, man, it has gotten colder, and we've had this fog, man, a fog. They're calling it an inversion. Dude, in all my life of an inversion, you know, or down in valleys, you know, inversion, like down in down the flatlands, you know, they'd always talk about the inversions, and everything that I know of an inversion is it's like a valley thing, you know, and it comes up and then it kind of goes up during, you know, as the day goes on or whatever. I've never in my life seen something that they would quote as inversion. I think it's more geoengineering. But this thing went from the other side of Twin Falls, Idaho, which is, Twin Falls is, man, I don't know, probably 270 miles from my county, you know, so 270 miles to the east, then went all the way over on the other side of Baker, Oregon. You know, Baker from here's, you know, I don't know, 130 to 150 miles. Up north, how far north did it go? I guess up between New Meadows and Riggins. Wasn't in McCall. McCall, you know, is 5,000 feet. But we had this, you know, I'm sure I've showed it in the videos, man, this fog, weird crap, man, hanging over us. Big time congestion. I don't care what anybody said, man. We could hear planes, and you don't even hear planes in my area like the plane, which I couldn't see them, man, because they were up above whatever the heck was floating in the sky. But me and Kitty this morning was hearing them, man. We're like, what is going on? Anyway, this has been going on for about a week. You know, we did those videos where I went down to Hell's Canyon, and we ended up, it was like hanging, you know, on the one side. Weirdest crap you hit, man, I'm telling you, man. And it was in certain areas. Oh, it was weird stuff. You know, what it reminded me of was, what, 3 weeks ago or a month ago or however long ago it was, and they had for, I can't remember if it was a week or 2 weeks, and they had that weird fog that was hanging down there in California, and it had some pink thing to it. I told him, Skitty, I wish that we had the stuff to test the air and the particles that were falling from this. It was the weirdest crap. And then anyway, so you go outside, and the temperature, the temperature would be at 24, 26 degrees, and which is, it's cold, but that's not extreme cold. But you'd go out in it, and there was so much moisture and stuff in the air, or moisture, whatever the heck it was, that, oh man, my hands are still cold. Your hands would get just crazy cold. So, anyway, last night, now, some Canadian wind or something's coming in, and the breeze is blowing pretty dang good, and has blown. We got sun today, man. The first day in, I don't know, a week, give or take. But, man, I don't care what anybody says, man. They are doing so. That's nothing that I've ever seen in my 57 or 50, however old I am, 56 years, 57. I don't even remember what I am. But, that was some crazy cold stuff. So now, finally, that has moved out for now anyway. And the sun's out. But it's like false advertisement out there, because if you're sitting in here looking out the window, dang, man, it looks pretty nice out there. But you go out there, and now it's like 18 degrees, with the breeze blowing. So it's not very dang warm out there. So I've been out there, doing some stuff. But, man, it's makes you want to come in and cuddle your fire, that's for sure. Speaking of fires, I have went through, so far, man, we're only, man, what is today? 23rd or 24th, but, we have already went through at least 5 cords of wood. So we're over halfway through the wood supply that I had out here, because I had about 10 cords. Maybe a little more. And we've burned through half of that. So, are we going to have enough to get through the year? I don't know. It just depends on what it's going. I got plenty of wood, wood out here that I can saw up and everything. But, man, I don't like seeing my woodshed getting half empty, and we're just over a month into, winter by their calendar or whatever. Winter started December 21st, I believe. So, month and 3 or 4 days. And, from the past things, man, February can be brutal. And I usually, man, for the last few years have burned. I think last year I was still burning fires in the morning time anyway into June. So, there's something you can keep an eye on. When your only source of heat's wood, that's definitely something. I'm getting down to the point where I will be, any time I'm thinking about it or whatever, I'll be down sawing a little bit up and, throwing it out there. I still have some out here I need to split too, so. I really ain't got nothing today, man. I went to, yesterday, we went down and got supplies. And I think, I'm going to do a mountain junkers video and show. Ended up going to my coin shop, or my gold and silver shop. And he's just talking about these. I don't know if you've seen these, but these are actually Goldbacks. Man, you can't really, the reflection. And that's actual gold. Goldbacks, if you haven't seen them. Like this one is a 1/1000th troy ounce, 24 karat. So this is 1/1000. So this thing I think is about $10. And this one is 1/500th troy ounce. And this one I think is worth about $20. But the pretty thing, man. I don't know if you can see it, but it's pretty spectacular. And then next month, I got this pamphlet on them too. Next month, there's ones for Idaho supposed to come out, because this one is Florida. You can see Florida up there, and then this one's Utah. And then next month, they're coming out with an Idaho one. So I gotta get down there and get me some of them. Get me some. But anyway, he was telling me that there's some places down there that are actually, you know, they're trading these. You can go in and use the Goldbacks as money. You can go into the store and buy stuff with Goldbacks. And as far as I'm concerned, this is what you should be carrying instead of that worthless paper that's in your pocket. Oh, and silver just hit $100. It was here, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours ago. But silver hit over $100 an ounce. Man, I've been saying it's coming, man, and it's finally here. Right now it's at 101.75. Yep. And the market closes at 1 hour and 49 minutes. 101.75. Unreal. You know, I thought it was going to happen before the new year, but you know, they held it back for all they could. And man, I'll tell you what, I don't think that I think that's just the beginning. I think it, personally, in my personal opinion, I think it's going to go crazy. Which, like I said, I'm going to probably do a mountain junkers video, man, because I've only done a couple over there this month. So I'm going to go over that. And actually, when I was down at my shop, or the gold and silver shop, I ended up picking up a few things, you know, while I was down there. Oh, I gotta see what's going on. Oh, I'm just all red pulling in, man. Got dogs all excited. What was I saying? Dude, that happens to me, man. Especially nowadays, my mind. Because came out here, which I had to get the fire going, man, because it's pretty dang, you know, this old trading post is pretty drafty. Trading post pretty drafty, man. Especially when the wind's blowing. What was I saying before I jumped up? Talk about the Goldbacks, the gold and silver shop. Silver going, I can't believe silver's up over 100. That's awesome. Awesome. The only thing that's bad about that is silver, gold. You know, gold's, man, it's almost up to five grand to 5,000 ounces. It's the next one. It's going to go over that. Let's see what that is at. I showed it on there, but I didn't. Yeah, gold's at 4,979.60. So that's the next one, man. Gold's going to go over 5 grand. Which the only problem with any of that is they ain't going to take long, man. Everything's going to follow. Because, you know, that's going to make your dollar worth a heck of a lot less. It's weird how all that jumbles together, man. And that's one of the reasons I couldn't believe that I was buying some silver for, you know, it wasn't $100 an ounce yet, but it was dang close. And I'm all, what am I doing? You know, me and the guy I was getting it from was, I'd tell you his name, but I don't. Actually, I probably should give a shout out for their shop anyway. But I will probably over at Mountain Junkers. But they I told them, man, I cannot believe that I'm almost paying $100 an ounce. I think my first ounce that I ever bought that I remember was like $14 or $12 an ounce. You know, that's not counting rings and stuff, because, man, I was buying, I remember my first silver ring. I can't remember if I got it or if I ended up selling it, man, but my first silver ring I bought, I don't know, 8 or 9 years old, bought a silver Thunderbird, you know, Native American looking ring, sterling, at a yard sale across the street when I was a kid. And I always just had this fascination with silver, you know. Silver, they always call silver the poor man's gold. It's not getting that way, though. That's what we're talking about, man. The way that it's going now, man. All the, you know, the big money people are going to be jumping in line for buying silver now. Because now it's, now that it poked its head up to the, up there. So, oh, here comes somebody. What's up? Huh? What do you want?
Got an obsidian I can have?
What?
Got an obsidian I can have?
Obsidian you can have? I gave you a whole bunch of obsidian.
That was a long time ago.
Where is it?
I don't know.
What do you want obsidian for?
To make something?
Like what?
A knife.
A knife? I don't know what I was going to say. I don't know if, I think I gave all the workable chunks to you.
I think it's a big...
Hey man, when your grandkid comes over and wants some obsidian to make a knife or something, you got to get him some obsidian. I love them. Them kids are great. I don't know, man. That's all I got. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do a Mountain Junkers video. Man, this month is just rolling, man. I cannot believe that we're, you know, almost to the end of this month. January flew by. It did, but it didn't. You know that feeling? The days kind of seem to drag on, some of them. And then, let's see, what was the last video? Oh, we went to Riggins. And then the Riggins trip, you know, I'd taken my books and was planning on doing, you know, kind of a history thing and a little exploring and, you know, talking about some of the stories that go along with where there's so much down. I mean, there's so much history down there. That's just amazing. So I need to go back down there and we'll do that. And then, I don't know, what's tomorrow bringing? So we'll just have to play it by ear, because, man, I've told Kitty that before, which I don't think there's supposed to be any storms and stuff, but I'm really wanting to run up a couple of the mountain ranges, you know, on this side and this side and this side and all around me, you know, kind of see where the snow line is. So I might do that, and I'll definitely take you along for that. I'm planning on doing that for 2 or 3 days, but just, for one thing, man, and that fog stuff is almost, man, it can almost put you in a depression. You know, and that's one of the reasons that we took off out of here and went to Hell's Canyon and went to Riggins and stuff like that, is because we drove the heck out of this crap. You know, just drive till you get out of the cloud over your head, the whatever it is. That's it, man. So hopefully next one will be more exciting, and I sure hope so. Good Lord willing, and them creeks don't rise. We'll be back again tomorrow. See ya.